What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City. As always, we are your host. I'm Taylor, and I'm joined by, once again, Daquan. What is going on, my man? How are you doing?
Yeah, we chilling, man. We vibing tonight. The vibes are lit. The vibes are immaculate. Had another great episode of Monday Night Raw. So, I'm feeling the energy. The monitor's running strong. You know what I'm saying? We lit. We here, man.
Yeah. This is your Monday Night Raw review for January 20th, 2025. That saying that's crazy. We are already past the halfway point of January in
Right.
2025. This month is flying by.
Oh, yeah.
So but yeah, like you said, another great episode of Monday Night Raw. I wish we could say the same about SmackDown. Now I did say 2 weeks ago that I would do a review for every Raw and SmackDown, but I didn't do one for SmackDown this past Friday because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I turned that off once the second hour hit. Dude, I got so bored watching
Oh,
that. So
man.
I just turned it off and I just went and played Black Ops 6 for the rest of the night. I just couldn't do it, man. It feels like I'm having to like, I it's like forcing myself having to sit there and watch that. I can't I just can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh, that's so understandable, bro.
I mean, but we're not here to talk about SmackDown. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. And like I said, another pretty solid episode. They are killing it right now on that side of WWE. But I mean, where do you want to start off with this Raw review?
All right. Well, we can kick things off with how the show kicked off with Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley. What in the world is going on, Triple H? What are we doing? Are we just completely throwing out what happened 2 weeks ago when Tiffany Stratton beat Nia Jax for the women's championship over on SmackDown? Like, what are we doing, man? Like, I'm so confused on this whole limbo with Rhea and Nia now. Like, I mean, I guess, since there's no credible heels on the women's side as of right now on both brands, Raw and SmackDown, we give the final boss heel off the rip to Rhea Ripley. So let's just throw Nia Jax out there. It's like what are we doing, man?
Yeah, I don't get that at all. I mean, Nia Jax just lost her title to Tiffany Stratton, like you said, 2 weeks ago, and here we are on Monday Night Raw, and now she's going after Nia Jax. I mean, are we just going to completely forget about like you could have easily had Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton this Saturday instead of Rhea Ripley? I mean, yeah, I get you want to have like Rhea Ripley on a show like this, but I mean, you would like to have Tiffany Stratton on this show as well,
All
and
right.
why not? I don't get it. That is right. That right there is a rare Triple H L.
Huge L. I
It
mean,
is.
like I could have saw them at least going back in the direction of running Liv versus. I know we don't want to see it right now because I don't want to see it probably ever again in my lifetime. They could have ran Rhea and Liv back again. They could have Rhea versus Raquel. Somebody other than Nia Jax who's caught up in the limbo with Tiffany Stratton would have been a way better choice than Rhea Ripley as her opponent. It's just like Triple H's thing is being the long-term storyteller, long-term booker, and it's like, how did we get here, bro? Like, we just skipped so many steps, and it's just like, man. I mean, I guess, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I really do not care to see Nia Jax. I mean, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan again, but I really don't care to see Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley again. I mean, we just saw that feud like a year ago. I mean, it was going on like this time last year. I mean, their match at Elimination Chamber. It exceeded my expectations, but I just don't care to see it, and I just think that it was a stupid booking decision to have her go right after Rhea Ripley. I mean, is Nia Jax on Raw now? I mean, I know Bailey just got moved over to Raw. That they announced that tonight, and she also declared herself for the Women's Royal Rumble. But I mean, is Nia Jax just like all of a sudden done with Tiffany Stratton after
Yeah,
she got cashed in on? I
and
mean,
it's
can
like,
can can somebody like answer that for me?
and she's supposed to be like this demon figure of the women's division, like the final boss of the women's division is like. There's no way if I just lost my title in that fashion that I'm just gonna be like, let me just get over and just go. No, they could have taken this opportunity to put Tiffany Stratton on, you know, free television because I think isn't that going to be on NBC and Peacock, correct? Yeah,
Yeah.
they could have put her on free television, gotten more eyes on Tiffany Stratton for free, and exposed her to a new crowd. But I, I don't know. Triple H, rare L, man. I'm sorry, bro. I like normally I try to shoot for you, but I can't shoot for you on this one, man.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can because I was on social media like as soon as they announced that, and everybody's got the same thoughts that we do. Like what the hell are we doing here?
Exactly.
I mean, who knows? But it was made official that this Saturday it will be at Saturday Night's Main Event. It will be Rhea Ripley against Nia Jax for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, what's your prediction on that one?
I easily got Rhea walking out as world women's world champion. Rhea is probably, in my humble opinion, gonna go on another crazy run with the women's world title. Honestly, I would like to see EO take that strap off her. Y'all know I'm a go of the guy, go of the sky shooter. Don't shoot me. But hey, we're probably gonna be seated for another 300 plus day Rhea reign, and I guess we just gonna have to sit back and see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, she would still be champion, and like she would have been champion all of last year if she never got that injury. So
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
guess they'll just continue with that. But I mean, other than that, we started off the show. After that, it was Jay Uso came down to the ring, and he was getting ready to cut a promo, and then Gunther all of a sudden, it was like right before Jay Uso could even get a word out, Gunther just went out there. They cut a promo, building up a little bit more hype for their match. And last week I said that really don't care to see Gunther and Jay Uso once again, and here I am this week. I just I don't know. I just hope that after this Saturday we can get some new faces
Oh
in the
yeah.
ring with Gunther, because right now it just feels like they're doing a copy and paste at this point. So I mean,
Yeah, and as much as I love Gunther, this current reign as World Heavyweight Championship is like it hasn't really moved me in a way that I thought it was. I was already kind of skeptical about him winning the world title so soon after dropping the IC title to Sammy. And, my thoughts have been proven right so far. Is like at times you forget he's even world champion, or you even forget he's a part of the show. Even though I feel like someone of his caliber shouldn't feel like an afterthought, like Gunther is easily a main event level attraction. Gunther is one of the best in ring at WWE today. And, for him to feel like he's just some side character to, the other top names on Raw, like we got Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, you know, someone like with his name and, someone we're trying to establish as, one of those all time greats should not be missing from Raw every other week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks at a time. So, you know, I mean, I guess, him and Jay, he can run that back, get that out of the way, give Jay his, shot at the world title again. But we all know how that's going to end. Let's be real. Jay Uso is not defeating Gunther, bro. Gunther, I honestly don't know who's going to beat Gunther for the world title, but it's definitely not going to be Jay Uso. Even though I love the Yeet Man myself. Yeet. But yeah.
yeah, I mean, look, it. I wouldn't put it like I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wouldn't be shocked one bit if Jay Uso did win this match, because I don't know. After the promo last week and then the promo tonight, they're making. I mean, Gunther just has so much confidence, and it's reminding me of the promos that he had with Cody Rhodes before their match at Crown Jewel.
Ooh.
Gunther had so much confidence that he was going to go in there and easily get the dub, and what happened? He didn't. Cody Rhodes beat him. Now, I'm not saying Jey Uso is, on that level as Cody Rhodes. I mean, if you want to talk about being like over, I mean, he's
Oh yeah.
probably up there with him, but I don't know if WWE has the balls, honestly, to put the title on Jey Uso. I mean, he deserves it, but for him to beat a guy like Gunther, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'm just hoping it's a good match. I mean, I think it can be. I mean, I think their match last time. When was that? Like towards the end of last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
During like the King of the Ring tournament or something like that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't remember. Like, I don't remember if I even watched that match, if I'm being completely honest. I might have been working, so I don't really remember. But, you know, especially with the news of Ilya coming back, if Gunther does retain, I could see someone like Ilya possibly taking the title off him because, him and Gunther have their history and man, their matches
Hmm.
down at NXT. Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
oh my god, bro. If they can recreate that same magic on the main roster, I could see that happening. But you know, with Jey Uso, he's kind of like a guy to me that I feel like in terms of popularity could be world champion material, but his in-ring work is kind of iffy at times outside of the tag division, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
I guess I guess we just have to wait and see. They might pull the trigger on him though. They might.
I don't think they're going to do it. I just don't think they're going to do it. I guess that's my prediction for this weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with Gunther for this weekend. I just don't see WWE pulling the trigger and taking the title off Gunther because I just don't see it. So, but I mean, speaking of great promos, Jey Uso's a great promo, Gunther's a great promo, but Sami Zayn,
Oh man,
he is by far one of, if not the best talker in all of professional wrestling, and he cut another good promo tonight. He joins that stacked field at the Royal Rumble. He declared for the Royal Rumble tonight, so he joins. You got CM Punk, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Jey Uso, LA Knight. Yeah, dude.
oh my
I
god,
cannot wait, man. Oh my God. Drew
that
McIntyre's in
is
the Royal
special.
Rumble now.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
so he comes out to the ring and he says that he said he's not going to beat around the bush. He spoke to Adam Pearce and he's officially entered the 2025 Royal Rumble. He said last week Seth told him he spends too much time helping other people, and that got him thinking about what he wants, about 14-year-old him, about the millions around the world that dream of being pro wrestlers and the thousands that get to live that dream, and the very small group lucky enough to call themselves WWE superstars, and then the smallest group, the top tier of WWE, and that's where he is now. And he firmly believes that he's every bit as good as the rest of those guys, and they're all in the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and the only difference between them is that they have world titles to their names, and he doesn't.
bro. I'm not gonna lie. That promo made me want to run around my house butt naked, bro. Like I was down. Like Sami Zayn is one of those guys. Whenever he picks up a mic, he knows how to speak directly to your soul. No matter
Mm.
what the situation is, he knows how to get directly to your soul. And I honestly don't see why WWE hasn't put more stock in him over, let's say, like the last year or so. They could have put way more stock in him. He's fantastic in ring. He always shows up. He always does well when it's time to work. And it's like, bro, this is someone that I personally, if I'm if I got the pin in my hand, that I'm cashing in on right then and there, man. Sami
Mm.
Zayn is absolutely amazing. If you hate Sami Zayn, bro, you honestly are the problem, bro. We can fight about it, bro, because there's no way you can hate this man, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he just brings that extra level of passion every time he's on the mic. That just, I mean, a lot of guys can't even replicate what he does on the mic. It's insane. Like you said, dude, every time he gets a mic, I just want to run through a brick wall.
For real,
I mean,
bro.
he gets me so amped up. And then the crazy thing about this is that Kevin Owens interrupted him. And the funny thing is, I was sitting here watching it, and I was eating, I was eating a sandwich, and then I was like, "Holy shit!" with a mouthful of like turkey and cheese and brown. I was like, "Holy shit! Kevin Owens is out here. What the hell?" So yeah, Kevin Owens, our real WWE champion. Got to
Kevin
get
is
that
right.
out. Yeah, Kevin is right. Exactly. He came out there and Sammy says that, he knew it was only a matter of time, and asked Kevin now he wants to, and asked Kevin how he wants to do this. Owens is confused. He he's confused. Owens is confused, and Zayn says the whole world saw what he did to Cody Rhodes. So how is this going to go down? KO admits he didn't understand Sammy with Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, but then he thought about it and he realized it was different. Sammy and Roman have a lot of history, much like they do, and Sammy has overlooked a lot of things that Reigns has done to him. Same as he's forgiven Owens for similar trespasses.
The mind games, man. The
Yes, dude.
mind games. Like,
He is he's playing mind games, and then he goes on to say that, he's got he says that he's got Sami Zayn's back in the Royal Rumble as long as he has his back in his ladder match against Kevin Owens. I mean, against Cody Rhodes. He's
mm,
he's playing that manipulator, something that
mm,
Kevin Owens does very well. And then obviously just the facial expressions that Sami Zayn shows afterwards. I mean, that that right there just he's one of the best at doing that as well. Just telling a story with his eyes is
right.
just. Now I started thinking about that. So obviously it depends where on the card these matches will take place, but a lot of people want to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. I am one of those people. I
Oh
think
yeah.
that they could easily do this match at this year's WrestleMania. So maybe Sami Zayn doesn't help Kevin Owens in their match, and then Kevin Owens comes out in the Royal Rumble and attacks Sami Zayn. Maybe hits him with a package power driver, eliminates him from the Rumble, and then there you go.
And then we got the seeds being planted after the main event in it as well,
Oh
with
yeah.
people, they've been possibly teasing Sammy, possibly aligning forces with Kevin Owens, after Sami Zayn Huluva kicked Seth Rollins. So, the mind games and the on-screen work of, like, will he join him or will he not join him? I feel like they're doing that extremely well. Even though we're really early on into this arc of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I personally enjoyed those little subtle hints and that aspect of on-screen story to on-screen storytelling from those two. So I thought that was really, really good on WWE's behalf. Hats off to
Oh yeah.
Triple H for that one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that it's just whenever he gets a mic, Sami Zayn gets a mic, you got to pay attention because he's always going to bring it. He's always going to be spitting, and Kevin Owens as well. I mean, great stuff between them two as always. So after that, you had Bailey and Nia Jax, which was a very good TV match. Nia
Yes.
Jax did pick up the win. Bailey, like we said earlier, will be a member of Monday Night Raw officially. Um, Roxanne Perez was also ringside for this match again. Bailey, hit her, and then I was thinking we would see something like post match between them two, but
Oh
that
yeah.
wasn't it. I mean, Nia Jax did win the match, and then Rhea Ripley came out to get her lick back for what happened earlier. They brawled for a good 5 minutes, and then Rhea Ripley picked up the mic and said, "Adam Pearce, make it official. I want Nia Jax at Saturday night's main event," and we got it. Sadly, even though it makes, it makes no sense, but we got it.
So
So
I'm
after,
thinking now. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. So
no,
I'm
go
thinking
ahead.
now. So do we? Is this the way that we get Roxanne Perez called up to the main roster? Because she dropped the title, a week or two back on
Hmm.
NXT, and her and Bailey have been getting into it. When Bailey went down to NXT the other week, and now we got them getting into it on Monday Night Raw. I'm wondering, is this the way we get Roxanne Perez called up to the main roster? Her first feud being with Bailey, I think that could be really great television. Because so far, from what I've seen, I'm personally hooked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so here's where I think they should go with this. So I think they will have a match, but I think that first match will be at NXT's Vengeance Day. I think is what their next PLE is,
Mm.
because they're going on the road for that. I can't remember exactly where they're going to be at, but I mean, obviously you're going to want to name like Bailey because they're going to be in arena, so you want to be able to get more tickets sold for that event. So I would have them fight at that PLE, that NXT PLE, and I'd have Bailey win that match, and then
Oh
they
yeah.
can run it back at WrestleMania. Because
Ooh.
Bailey did say in an interview not too long ago that she would like to work with Roxanne Perez at a WrestleMania. So
Oh yeah. I definitely can see that. Okay. Yeah. I'm
yeah,
down with that. I'm down with that.
yeah. So after that, we had Penta once
Oh my
again,
god, bro.
back to back
Oh my god,
bangers,
bro.
back to back bangers. Last week was Chad Gable with Chad Gable. This week with Pete Dunne.
Butch.
Man, and I saw your tweet. You said I can't remember exactly what you said, but you're talking about like guys that you don't know very well, and then all of a sudden you're just like hooked on them like that.
Dude, I've never in my life have like it's like it was so instant. Like it was towards the end of last week's match where I was like, okay, like this guy could be something. But
Mhm.
tonight, like the entrance, the crowd being behind him, I can't, I don't know what, excuse me, I don't know, his saying or, whatever, when he does his thing with his hands.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
like
what that says.
Cero
Yeah, that.
Miedo.
Like the crowd's already catching on to that. Like the pyro for his entrance. Like bro, it's just the energy that man possesses. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my god, like this dude is so cool. Like he gives me, like I say, like mid 2000 Rey Mysterio's vibes, but in his own way, bro. And I was like, bro,
Mhm.
this dude is everything, bro. Like I've cashed in my stock on Penta, bro. As someone who wasn't familiar with him in AEW and his work over there, and then his stuff in Lucha Underground and all that, bro. These two matches I've seen, that's all I need to see. That's literally all I need to see, man. That man is special. He is special.
Yeah. I mean, the sky is the limit for a guy like him. I mean, me and Riley were talking about this last week. Whether or not he could be a main event guy, and he very well could be. I mean, you look at, I mean, just his, I mean, 2 days after his debut, his two T-shirts that they came out with a white and a black version. They were the number one and two top selling merch items on
Ooh,
WWE Shop.
what?
Yeah.
That's insane. What? I did not know that.
Hmm. So,
Wow.
and WWE, they love they that is their bread and butter when a guy can sell merch.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah, dude, he's insane. I
Yeah.
mean, I just can't get over how, I mean, I
Tony Khan got to be somewhere like fuming, bro.
yeah,
Like
dude, he
I
flipping,
know.
throwing furniture, punching the air. How in the hell do you let somebody like that go?
Literally, like that's all that was playing in my mind. Like post match, I was like, "There's no way you have a guy like this on your roster, and you have him sitting away in catering or getting mixed in the AEW shuffle." And it's like, how do you fumble this bad? Like, how do you like? I don't know, man. Tony Khan, you might need to step down, bro. I'm not even gonna lie because I know you seen last week's match. I know you definitely watched tonight. and I know you've seen the things people been saying on Twitter, bro. You might want to step down, bro. Because how do you fumble? How do you fumble that hard, bro? How?
Yeah,
How?
I mean, yeah, Triple H saw Penta. He was like, "All right, I mean, I guess we'll show you how to use a guy like this." And that man, what a star!
And
Uh,
that's one thing I will give WWE credit for. All the people who, well, I wouldn't say all of them, but a majority of them that jump ship from AEW to WWE, like guys like Ethan Page, Penta, like when they got over there to WWE, they treated them. Oh, Jay Cargill as well. I don't know how I forgot that name. They treated them like how they were supposed to be booked and looked at in AEW over in WWE, and I will give
mhm.
them credit all day, any day for the way that they presented these, these guys and Jay Cargill so far as well.
Yeah, and apparently, Aleister Black, Malachi Black, whatever you want to call him, apparently he's going to be making his way back here soon. Apparently he's done with AEW now, so I'm sure Malachi Black seeing what they're doing with Penta right now. I mean, I'm sure we all remember what Aleister Black was like in NXT when Triple H was running NXT Black and Gold. And he never got to experience anything like that on the main roster, and so
Oh yeah.
so we'll see. But after that, CM Punk cut a promo. It was like a interview with Jackie Redmond. They were like standing off in the
Oh
crowd, and
man.
he, CM Punk makes his entrance to the crowd. He was interviewed. He says he's the maker of history. And just 3 short weeks ago, he main evented the first Monday Night Raw live on Netflix and beat Seth Rollins, the favorite to win the Royal Rumble. It's a fickle business. He's not wrong. He's not wrong about that. And the stakes are too high and the lights are too bright. And that's when CM Punk thrives. When he is when he is at his best with these people behind him. He says he can't see John Cena. He says he can't see John Cena throwing him over the top rope. Roman Reigns needed his help to settle family business at War Games. He put Drew McIntyre in the dirt. Sami Zayn isn't on his level. What does Sami Zayn deserve to get strays like this?
That Sami Zayn straight threw me off so bad. I was like, wait,
Yeah,
wait, 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 what?
and to say that, I mean, he's not wrong, but
Like,
come on,
you don't
man,
gotta say it.
Sami Zayn. And I
Oh
mean, but
man.
this right here was probably the best part of his promo. He said, so after he mentioned Sami Zayn, he said, "You put Hulk Hogan in the Royal Rumble, and I'll throw his dusty ass over the top rope and end Hulkamania once and for all." Now, I really, yeah, dude. As soon as you said that, I was I like, let's go, dude.
Man, we all was in the living room jumping, bro.
Hulk Hogan slander in 2025 is cooking. I'm loving every
Generational.
second. Yeah, dude, I'm loving every second of it. Screw that guy. Yeah, a great promo from CM Punk. That I mean, that Hulk Hogan line right there, just
Oh yeah,
that was
sold
perfect. Yeah, that was. And
it.
but I mean, I saw a lot of people saying online that apparently, like they think that was off script, and I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. I mean, hell, Triple H could have done that. Just just say it.
Right.
So
Right.
who knows?
It's CM Punk at this point. Like you know this man, his mouth, man. Like you gotta accept what comes with CM Punk at this point.
Yeah. So I mean, after that, Damage Control pick up the win against No Pop Collective, Io Sky and Dakota Kai. I guess I'll just mention that real quick. But
Oh man.
now we're here at the main event, and this match was a solid match. It was better than their match at WrestleMania. Now I get that Rollins was dealing with a knee injury; he wasn't 100%, but these two made up for that. I wouldn't call it a lackluster match at WrestleMania because, like I said,
Finisher fest.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean that's what it was. But this time they had a legit wrestling match, and they did not disappoint.
Oh yeah.
Um, Rollins actually picked up the win here. Now he did win with a roll up, and I
Controversial.
do what?
I said controversial.
Oh,
Very
I mean,
controversial.
yeah. I mean, look. I mean, yeah. But neither of these guys deserve the loss. But
Yeah.
A loss like that isn't going to hurt Drew McIntyre one bit. I mean, and
Yeah.
then what happened after the match? He got pinned with a roll up, and then right afterwards he attacked Seth Rollins. It looked like so it looked like he was getting ready to like do a claymore onto him, like onto the ring post. But
Oh
then
yeah.
Sami Zayn ran down there, made the save. He kind of got them separated, and then Drew McIntyre finally got the upper hand on Sami Zayn. He got in the ring with Seth Rollins, kind of like stood him up in the corner. And dude, when this happened, I already knew what was going to happen. Drew McIntyre stood him up in the corner, was just talking to him like we could have been on the same page with all this. And then
Right.
Sami Zayn hits Seth Rollins with a haluva kick.
Setting my boy up. You already know Seth gonna want his lick back. You already know Seth gonna want his
I mean,
lick back.
dude, when that happened, I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew that was gonna happen. I mean, and it goes back to they were backstage earlier talking, and Sami Zayn mentioned how what Seth Rollins said to him last week. It sunk with him, and he had thought about it, and then you have that happen. So
Prayers for Sami Zayn, man.
yeah,
Tonight was a
dude,
rough night.
it's like and it kind of gave me those flashbacks of when he did that to Roman Reigns, that Saudi Arabia show at the end of last year.
Yep.
So it's like this guy just can't catch a break. When he's trying to do something right, he always fucks up. And
Classic Sami Zayn, man.
yeah, dude. But I mean that just adds to that story going into the Royal Rumble, that it's just going to make that match 10 times better.
Especially with all the big names in that match, man. Like, I don't think I've been this hyped for a Royal Rumble match and ever. Like, you throwing names like John Cena off the rip, like that's John Cena, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. That's four names right there. It's like, okay, this is real. Then you throw in Drew McIntyre. Now we got Sami Zayn in the mix. Like, man, this match. Oh, I cannot wait. I genuinely cannot wait for this match. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait either. But I mean, yeah, a pretty solid episode of Monday Night Raw. I'd have to say. I mean, out of 10, I mean, what would you give this episode?
Mm, I say maybe 7, 8 out of 10. Like, it wasn't as good as last week's episode, in my opinion. Because what was it? That was the second episode, right? Last week's
Yeah.
episode. Yeah,
Hmm.
that episode was perfect. That episode
Yeah.
was perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
But it, I feel like they tried to recreate that energy in a way, but you know, the highs were highs and the lows are kind of just like, it wasn't like mid or like terrible by any chance, but it was just like, oh, okay, So yeah,
Yeah.
probably like 7 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah. So quick, you gave your prediction for Gunther and Jey Uso for Saturday Night's main event this week. What's your prediction for Braun Breaker and Sheamus this weekend?
Ooh, this is a tough one. Like, my heart wants Sheamus to win, but
Hmm.
my mind is telling me Braun might win, and then Sheamus goes on to complete his story of becoming a Grand Slam champion at WrestleMania. So, if I gotta pick, I honestly might have to go with Braun. I might have to go with Braun.
I
That's
mean,
my final pick. I go with Braun. Even though I want to go with Sheamus, like my heart is 1,000% there. I'm gonna just go with Braun just to be safe, man.
I mean, I don't blame you. So what about Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman?
Yeah, this is gonna be Jacob's second singles match, third since he came from WWE, and on this scale, the way they hyping up, I think Jacob's definitely walking out the
Oh
winner.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah. So those are your predictions.
Locked
I,
in.
I'm not sure if me or Riley are going to do predictions sometime this week. I'm sure we will. But I guess I'll just wait and give you guys my predictions when that video comes out at some point this week. But yeah, other than that, that's our Monday Night Raw review for January 20th, 2025. Like I said, solid episode. Can we please have SmackDown be this good? I mean,
Please.
just once a week, because I want to be able to come on here and talk about how good SmackDown was. I don't want to come on here every week and talk about how bad it was, because I would have done that last Friday. So, but yeah, if you haven't yet, come join the greatest city in the world. Hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 300 subscribers. We would love to hit that mark by the Royal Rumble. We're 2 weeks away. We can't hit that if you don't subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds of your time. Make sure to like this video and go subscribe to Quan's channel as well. I'll pin his channel in the description down below. He's been killing it over there with playing Five Nights at Freddy's and some other horror games. So I mean, if you're into that, go check him out. Great content
Appreciate
over
that,
there.
man.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you coming here with me again as always. I mean, it's a
Always.
blast having you on here. So, all right, but that's pretty much it. So until then, we'll see you guys next time right here in the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City. Peace.
Boom.